Hello everyone and welcome back to the Soulless Photography YouTube channel. This week I'm happy to bring you another D1 Xball match from the NXL Windy City Major event. In this match, the Noobies will be taking on the New Jersey Jesters in the third round of the prelims. Thanks a ton for clicking on this video, and now let's take a look at the two teams playing in today's match. Pennsylvania-based team Noobies started playing semi-pro in the NXL back in 2019 at the Vegas event. Since then, the team has had 7 Sunday appearances, but have never won. The closest they've gotten was second place at the 2020 NXL Vegas event. Heading into this event, the team made a great addition to their already solid roster by bringing on Mike Mesa, a former pro player for San Diego Aftermath. The team was sitting at 1-1 heading into this match, with a 1-point loss to Chicago Distortion and a Mercy Rule win over Ruthless Factory. Now, onto the Newbies' opponent for this match, a team that they know very well, the New Jersey Jesters. I've watched these two practice against each other a lot over the years, and let's just say I would be surprised if they didn't get in each other's faces at least once every practice. Moving on though, the Jesters started playing D1 back in 2018, and just like the Newbies, they've never been able to take home that first place title. Their best placement was also a second at the NXL World Cup event in 2020. The Jesters have a ton of experience on their roster, which includes Anton Guchigazev, a former pro player for Moscow Red Legion. The team was sitting at 0-2 heading into this match with a loss to Chicago Distortion and the Killers. Like I said already, these two teams have played each other a lot in practice, but they've only ever met once in the NXL at the first event of this year. The Newbies ended up taking the L in that match, losing 7-2. One last thing before we get into the layout breakdown, I wanted to add something new to the videos, and that something is player spotlights. If you guys like this new addition, please let me know down below. Alright, for this first player spotlight, we've got Weston Weenus Kurtz from the Newbies, a 30-year-old HVAC technician from Pennsylvania who's been in the game since 2006. He has no feeling in his nipples, and according to team captain Andy, he's never once been on time for practice. He's easily one of the best attackers on the team and an all-around solid player. He's had to play just about every position on the field at one point or another. He likes to use his flexibility to his advantage by getting as low to the ground as possible, especially when playing his main position, front Doritos. Despite never being at practice on time, Weenus remains a dangerous weapon wherever he's needed. Lastly, let's talk about the NXL Chicago layout, which in my opinion was one of the best layouts we've had this year. So starting off on the snake side over here, this gap right here was very easy to get shot through. So most of the time you saw snake guys going to this bunker right here, or in the rare case they would try and go to the corner and then go around and up. But once you got into the snake, if you weren't contested, you could easily go on the inside right here, come up here, and just easily look inside and get a lot of kills. Another thing that I saw snake players do is if they killed the opposing snake player over here or in the corner and they knew this whole wire was empty, they would just come crawl around and go right into here. I saw multiple points where there were still 5 players alive on this side of the field and they didn't go into the snake, and this guy crawled right up to their side, looked inside, and easily just killed at least 3 people over here. Sometimes 4. That's really one of the main reasons why you needed to contest this snake guy if he got in there. You either had to be in this corner or you had to come match him in this bunker right here. And now if we move on and talk about the center, for the most part I saw center players going here off the break, or maybe even this tower over here, and then obviously your next natural move would be up to these little wedges right here. Any move past these wedges right here was definitely a little bit harder, especially going to this break right here. You really had to make this move in the late game or if you had a couple bodies up. But there were definitely some people that tried to use these mini bricks right here and here. But much like with the snake side down here, you really had to match these guys if they went up to the center. If you just kept your guys in the back line, it was going to be a bad day for you. You really needed to come up, get into these bunkers, or at least get into these towers here. Alright, now let's go over to D side in this layout, and this really was going to be your main breakout that most teams were doing. You were going D1, you were going can, or you were going up to this tower right here. There were some rare occasions where players would run inside to this Dorito right here, or even more rare, they would run wide and then go to this mini Dorito on the outside. Much like with the snake side and the center side, you really should have been trying to match the D guy on the opposite side of the field. Once he got into this mini brick right here, he could easily go low and crawl right up into this bunker right here. There were even times where I saw players go into the other Dorito right in front of them, or they would come around and go into this mini brick right here. So if they were in the mini brick here, you really should have been trying to match them here, or at least try and hold them off using a D corner. As you can tell from what we just went over, this field felt very much like a read and react field. Whatever the opposite team was doing, you probably should have been trying to match it, if not going farther or being more aggressive than that team. Before we jump into the match, we're going to take a look at some of the breakouts that I captured at the event on both sides of the field. Alright guys, let's get into the match. Remember to subscribe if you're not already, if you enjoy content like this. And if you've got three holes. And if you've got $3 burning a hole in your pocket, consider becoming a member of the YouTube channel. You get early access to videos and it helps support me and the channel itself. Alright, that's it for me. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the video.
You're waiting for it?
Yeah, I'm like,
and then something else happens?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Offer. go. He's in his Doritos. He's in his Doritos.
Get off the field, man.
Jesters. 1 minute.
Let's go! Let's go, Noobies! Let's go, boys!
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah!
Let's go, boys! Go! Let's go, Weed!
Let's go, boys!
Hey, there's still 8 seconds. They're gonna play it.
There's 6 seconds.
They're still gonna play it. They're the Jesters, dude.
Get ready.
Get ready!